Hello, and welcome to another installment of Things Doctor Said. I'm Dr. Jonathan Howard. Today we're going to be looking at two short clips from Dr. Scott Atlas, a neuroradiologist who treated zero COVID patients, but nonetheless became a pandemic celebrity because he was on Fox News a lot and other right-wing media venues. And he also, of course, served as President Trump's COVID advisor in the fall of 2020. In the first clip that we're going to play, we're going to hear two important pieces of misinformation. The first is he's going to claim that COVID vaccines don't stop transmission, and they don't stop it entirely. But as far as I know, the vaccine's impact on transmission has never been zero. It's always been better to be in a room of vaccinated people than unvaccinated people. That's number one. Number two, he's going to talk in a very emotional way about how children are not to be used as human shields for adults. That's not the misinformation. I completely agree with that. However, he said this was with regards to the vaccine. No one, exactly no one, proposed vaccinating children primarily to benefit adults. Everyone was very clear that the reason to vaccinate children was to prevent rare but grave harms in children receiving the vaccine. And as a bonus, they might be a little bit less likely to pass on to the virus to their parents, to their grandparents, to their teacher, to the person sitting next to them on the bus. But let's just listen to this first clip. I'm sorry, I don't know the exact date of this. I think it was maybe in the spring of 2023 or 2024. Either way, it was, after the pandemic's second or third year. But let's just take a listen to a very emotional Scott Atlas say that children should not be used as human shields for adults with the vaccine.
And even if it were true that the vaccines prevent the spread of the infection, which it does not by all of the world's data, what kind of society uses its children as human shields for adults? I am a father. I am a shield. It's hard to say that without being emotional, but I am a shield for my children. They are not to be used as shields for me.
Okay, so you got that? I am a shield for my children. They are not to be used as shields for me. Again, he was talking about the vaccine there. But let's look at how Dr. Atlas talked about the virus. And this is what made him become famous. This is what made him become a pandemic celebrity. This is how he rose to attention, such that President Trump noticed him. Maybe it was Jared Kushner, actually, but it became Trump's COVID advisor. This is from summer of 2020, and he talks about how fantastic it is that young people are getting infected with COVID. We like the fact that there's a lot of cases in young people, he says, precisely because they can serve as human shields. Let's take a listen.
But the fact is, the overwhelming majority of these cases are younger, healthier people. These people do not have a significant problem. They do not have the serious complications. They do not die. And so it's fantastic news that we have a lot of cases, but we don't see deaths going up. And what that means is that A, we're doing a better job protecting the vulnerable. B, we're in good shape here. We like the fact that there's a lot of cases in low-risk populations because that's exactly how we're going to get herd immunity, population immunity.
Right.
When low-risk people with no significant problem handling this virus, which is basically 99% of people, get this, they become immune and they block the pathways of connectivity to contagiousness of older, sicker people.
So there we go. Is it good when children are used as human shields? Well, with a virus that can kill them, yes. With a vaccine that can prevent those rare harms, no. So after after Dr. Atlas made this video in summer 2020, COVID became a leading killer of young adults in 2021. And Dr. Atlas will say that he was 100% right about everything because he denies that he made statements like these. To hear Dr. Atlas talk about COVID today, all he cared about was poor children in schools. Maybe he'll start to cry when he talks about that as well. But there are many, many videos and written statements like this where Dr. Atlas said how wonderful and fantastic it was that cases were going up in young people, because that's how we're going to get to herd immunity. Thank you for watching.